Hello again to our multiplayer course. Here in the here in the game mode, go here to the functions and to the spawn, default spawn and transform. Change this one to make it, try to adjust location but always spawn. This will help us avoid getting tanks stacked over each other. And here let's get instigator. Let's see if it is spawn reference, this one. Also, let's go back to the tank mesh and go to the physics asset and choose this. Look for this one, simulation generates hit events. We need to activate this because sometimes it causes problems with collision. Now let's continue with our projectile. Now let's add the penetration value for the projectile. Let's go back here and add a float value. Let's call it penetration. Or shell penetration. Let's make it maybe 100. And we need to transfer this value to the tank that is a hit, so we need another interface. Like I said, the interface is like you are sending a message between two blueprints instead of casting, which is expensive. Interface is lighter on performance because it sends only the stuff that you want to send. Like here in this condition, if we want to do a cast, we will, every time the player is damaged, we do a cast to the player blueprint, which is a big blueprint that this will take performance. But in interface, we only send the penetration value. So let's make a new interface. Now let's make the interface. Let's duplicate this interface and rename it. Let's call it get penetration or get shell penetration. Now here the function and also rename it. Get penetration, and here change this input to a float and call it shell penetration. Okay, now let's compile and save. Let's close it now. Let's implement this interface here in the tank. Go here to the implemented interfaces and add get shell pen. And here for the interfaces, let's double click. Now we have the shell penetration. Let's promote to a variable. Should be replicated. Let's make it. Let me cut it here and move it to a custom event. Server set shell penetration. Because the shell penetration is an important value in the game so we need to validate it and make sure it is correct one and not result of cheating. Let me delete this and paste the shell penetration and set it here. Now let's call the server set shell penetration here and connect these values. Now whenever the projectile hits the player, it sends this penetration value to the player, which we will then compare it with the base penetration base armor of the tank. Now before we apply the damage, let's get the shell penetration. The hit actor, we get a reference of the hit actor, call it get, let's call the get shell penetration. We use the one that has the message. Let me just move it here. Now put the shell penetration value here, also make it replicated. Now let's move these to the replication graph. Put them here. Do nothing and refresh the node. Let's comment on it, on them. Set or get shell pen value. So let's go back to the event graph and to the event damage. Before we update the health, here we add a branch first let's make an armor. Let's call it base armor, change it to a float and change the category to the category, change it to tank properties and also make it replicated, the tank armor. Let's make it maybe also 100. I will make it lower and test it. No, I will make it higher, 125, and then we will make it lower. Now let's check if the base armor is less than the penetration value, the shell penetration. If it is the armor is less than the penetration, the tank should be damaged and should get damaged. And also here let's print string to validate that it is working. Now let's test. Now let me shoot this tank. Now the penetration is 100 and it does not decrease the health. Now let's change the base armor, make it 75 and the damage I will make it 100 to avoid any delay. Now let's shoot. Let me restart. Now let me shoot at this tank. Well, it is now dead. It will respawn again. So let me shoot the other one. Okay, it is destroyed. Okay, it is working. I will stop at this moment and will continue on the next video. On the next video, we will implement the impact angle of the projectile and the calculation of the effective armor of the tank, and this will take in account the angle of the armor and the angle of the tank, which will help us defend against the other tanks. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.